안녕하세요. 저는 Christina. Hey guys, it's Christy. I'm coming back today with another review. Today I'm going to be doing a review to Moorim School. This is easily one of my favorite dramas. It's one of the dramas that have never left my queue, right alongside Boys Over Flowers, Bride of the Century, a couple of others, because I really loved it. Okay, we're going to get right into the story of this drama. There's this pop singer. His name is Yoon Shi-woo. And he's kind of really popular. He's kind of up and coming, and he sings really well, and all of the female fans are just, they love him. He's having this concert, and at this concert he keeps having problem with his hearing. He keeps hearing like this really sharp kind of sound. He takes off his earpiece, and he doesn't notice when he takes off his earpiece that actually the lightings and the scaffolding are kind of coming apart. Because he doesn't have his earpiece and he can't hear like the people in the light box telling him to move because his light's coming down. But this girl, Hwang Sana, she notices that it's falling, and so she kind of jumps on stage to kind of help him, and he looks up and he notices, and something odd happens. The lighting and the scaffolding as it's coming down just freezes in midair. And so she runs in and she pushes him out of the way. She tells him that her father could actually help him out because she knows about the ringing in his ears. You know, he makes plans to kind of go back to his hotel and everything's kind of cool, and he kind of runs into this other person named Wang Tian. He's kind of really upset because Wang Tian just kind of came into his hotel room, and he doesn't know what the heck's going on, and he doesn't know why, and he does, like, there's all of these questions that are just like, what the heck? Like, I'm a celebrity, what are you doing here? Well, it turns out that Wang Tian's dad actually owns the hotel. Wang Tian is actually in that city because he's run away from home. His dad is kind of wanting him to go to school, and Wang Tian is kind of not having it. He really just doesn't want to deal with it. His dad's like staff are looking for him. Back to Shiwu. He meets up with this girl. She's another celebrity, and he's kind of trying to keep a low profile because he's gone to the doctor for his ears, and his doctor's saying that they don't know what's wrong with him. So he's kind of at odds. He doesn't know what to do, and so he meets up with this girl who he really likes, who's also a celebrity. And because he's keeping a low profile, he's kind of trying to keep the paparazzi at bay. But the paparazzi kind of find out that he's there, and so they start taking pictures of him and her. And so when he sees this, Shiwon kind of goes after the paparazzi dude. This girl kind of rides on. She's delivering food for one of her part-time jobs. Shim Sun-do. She sees that he needs help, so she takes off on her little buggy, on her moped, after the people who are taking pictures. And she kind of realizes who he is, and he is kind of upset because he didn't want all these pictures to be taken. No, what happens? The paparazzi come at them, and so he takes off and he leaves the celebrity there, the girl there. For some odd reason, Shim Sun-do kind of follows them, and I can't really right now remember the reason why, but she feels that she's being noble. I remember that much. The point of this is his record company or his entertainment company kind of tell him that he needs to remain, like, keep a low profile, that it looks really bad that he took off and left this female celebrity there. And he's trying to explain that, I want to say he was going after the paparazzi who took pictures of them. That's what I want to say that's happening, but I'm not really sure. But he's trying to explain to them that, you know, he was trying to do the right thing, and he knows that if he can find the girl, Shin Sun-duk, who helped him, then they can kind of clear everything up. So he goes off in search of her. What he doesn't know is that she is actually a student at the same school that Sana told him to go so that his dad could help him. And this school is named Moorim School. Okay, so we're gonna go on to Chiang. Chiang is running away. He doesn't want to be in the school. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He just wants to kind of do his thing. His dad's security guards, or his security men, kind of found him, and they're forcing him to go to his mom's house where his dad's going to be. And along the way, he kind of gets out of the car and falls into the ocean or the river. I can't remember what it is. I think it's the ocean. He falls into a body of water. He's drowning in that body of water, and Sun-duk jumps in, saves him. As a result, he is in love with her. He calls her Ariel for the Little Mermaid. He's so in love with her. At first, she thinks it's kind of adorable, but she does find him kind of annoying. She doesn't like him like that, but she does want to be his friend. So when he finds out that she's a student at this school that his dad wants him to go to, he's all for it. He's so going. The school is very different. It doesn't teach curriculum that you're used to. It teaches martial arts, but it doesn't just focus on martial arts. The teachers there really kind of focus on teaching the discipline, the honesty, the loyalty, the friendship, the kind of thing that kind of keeps, you know, people close together and connected. That's kind of what they teach there, but they do teach it through martial arts. And it's kind of renowned for sending students out into the world who are very good at fighting and protecting themselves and protecting others, most especially. When they get to this school, Shiwu decides to stay. It does take kind of an episode for him to kind of decide he wants to stay. It turns out that he actually has to share a room with Wang Qian, and Wang Qian is not happy about this. In order to kind of develop their friendship, the principal or the director of this school, the basically the dean of the school, Huang Musong, he sends Chiang and Shiwu on kind of like this trust building journey. And what he says is that whoever can get to the top of this mountain and get the key to something, that they can stay, and whoever doesn't is gonna leave. They're gonna be expelled. They're like fine. But along the way, they kind of grow close and develop a friendship. They kind of rely on each other. They kind of help each other along this journey. So at the end of the day, when one of them makes it and the other one doesn't, they kind of stand up for each other and are like, we should both stay. You should keep us both. And that's actually what the dean wanted. That's what he wanted to happen. Now they're both students here. Chiang is ecstatic because he is with Sundok and he does all he wanted.
Shiwu
Is there because he kind of wants to learn how to keep whatever's happening to his ears from happening. Because Musong helped him, he feels that he can learn that here. As he's there taking lessons from this diverse set of teachers in this school with such diverse set of students, he kind of starts seeing Sundok for the precious person that she is. Because Sundok is actually very different and she's very unique. She's very optimistic. She's very sweet. She's fierce when it comes to protecting herself and those that she cares about. She is such a strong female lead, and I freaking loved it. He starts falling in love with her, and that really puts Chiang and Shiwu's friendship in jeopardy. Shiwu doesn't really feel like there's much of a difference in their relationship and their friendship. He still very much considers Wang Qian friend, and he still very much considers him to be a special, very dear person, because it's the first friend that Shiwu has really made in a very long time that isn't kind of demanding anything from him. But Wang Qiang, however, considers the fact that he liked Sundok to be an utter betrayal. And what's worse is that Sundok is kind of starting to feel the same way about Shiwu. That hurts Chiang even worse. So Chiang's dad is very, very, very powerful. He's very, very rich. And he wants Chiang to kind of take over the business. That's why he wants him to go to school. But he wants him to go to this particular school because there is this very mysterious, very powerful energy. Chuniju, I think is what it's called, or what's what they call it. Whoever possesses it is, said to be the most powerful person in the world. And there's kind of this gang group, this group of gangsters who are trying to get it. They're a very dangerous set of people. When Musong first comes to be director or to be dean of Moorim School, he comes in with a toddler, little 2-year-old, who happens to be Sana. She doesn't know that her dad was killed because of the Chonerji. Her dad held the key to finding it, and he wasn't going to give it to these people who are after them. And I forgot what the name of what the group that is after it is called, but they're bad news. He was killed kind of protecting it. Like, whoever these people are, they went to Chae-yoon's house to find it. Yoon is the keeper of the key. He has the key to finding it. And so these people go to his house to find it, and they kill his wife. And when they kill his wife, they kind of set the house on fire, and his kids are hiding in there. When Musong gets there, the only kid that he finds is Sana. He picks her up and he takes her away. When he takes her away, he runs, and he's actually attacked by these people also, but he doesn't care. He keeps her safe, and he gets to Moorim School, and he puts up this shield. And the shield has been up around the school since Sana was 2 years old. So here come these kids, Shiwun and Chiang, and they kind of find the place. Musong knows that there's something special about them because they found the place. So Wang Qian's dad wants Chiang to go to school for this particular key to this particular power. He wants Chiang to find it and give it to him. But Chiang doesn't want to find anything. The only thing he wants is to be with Sundok. And sorry if you can hear that, but my neighbors are downstairs. Wang Qian's dad actually found Yoon, and Yoon has been in a coma for years. And he wakes up, and the first thing he wants to know is where his kids are. Hao tells him that Musong took over the school and betrayed everybody, and that he is the one who sent those people to kill him. So, you know, what Yoon is saying is that all he wants to do is find his kids. It's the only thing he wants to do. If they're alive, he wants them. This drama is basically centered on this school, what Musong is doing to protect the school, which is basically that shield that is hiding the school from people, and what people are doing in order to get to the school. That's one story. That's one whole story. But the other part of this drama is about the students. The students are a diverse bunch of kids. The teachers are a diverse bunch of adults. They each kind of have a character that they like a character set that they add to this drama, and it is so wonderful to see. I loved them. I loved that it wasn't just about Shiwoo, Tiang, and Sundok. It was about them all. It was about how they work as a group, as a team, you know, as a student body. And it was wonderful. Now, the other part of this drama is about Tiang and Sundok. The transformation that Tiang goes through in this drama, from the beginning to the middle, all the way to the end, is freaking amazing. This actor, Hong Din, whom I adore, is such a wonderful actor. You know, this entire time that I was watching this drama, I kept saying to myself, oh, please, please snap out of it. You know, I was so worried that his character was going to end up becoming a villain or an anti-hero to Shiwoo, who also goes through an enormous transformation. The person he is in the beginning is not the person he is at the end. I have said several times that there are characters in dramas who don't need to change, and Sundok is that character. She does not need to change. She is a very strong and very spirited, very passionate and very loyal person, and that's kind of what she inspires in others. I freaking love this drama. I love how it's all of the stories, everything about these stories, they're all intricate and they're all connected, and everything kind of mashes together in a very organized, very easy to follow way. And it's funny because it didn't get that strong a rating, and if you really look at it, it's because it's a little bit fantastical. The story is a little bit fantasy driven, but that's what I love about it. You know, not only is it based on this fantastic kind of magic, but it teaches you about loyalty, and it teaches you about determination, about staying focused, about friendship, about compassion. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my favorite part in this drama. Shiwoo, he's a musician. Obviously, he writes songs all the time, and he writes them on regular paper because he doesn't have a music notebook. Not because he can't afford one, just because, you know, he just doesn't have one on him. Sundok has like a million jobs because they're poor. She doesn't have money, so she takes care of her dad. She happens to find a music notebook, and she buys it with the intention of giving it to Shiwoo. He's playing the piano at the school, and while he's playing the piano, she's kind of listening to him, and he sees her listening to him, and so he kind of gets up, he kind of tries to look at her, and she kind of starts hiding, like she hides. And then she's like, why am I hiding? It's not like I did anything bad. And she's like, she turns like to look at him, to look back at where he is, and he's like right there in front of her. She drops her bag. I think she drops her bag when she turns to hide. Well, whatever the case, she drops her bag. You know, she picks up her bag and she's picking up her stuff, and Shiwoo sees the music notebook and he picks it up and he's like, this is for me, right? And she's like, no, why would it be for you? And he's just kind of looking at her, and she grabs it and he won't let go of it, and she's kind of tugging at it to take it back. And she's like, well, it's just that, you know, I haven't seen a music notebook. It's just a long time since I was in high school, and, you know, I thought it was really cute. And while she's fumbling over an explanation, he kind of leans in on her, and she's sitting on the armrest of this little like love seat, and she kind of falls, or is it a chair? Regardless, she's sitting on the armrest, and when he leans over her, she kind of falls into the chair, and he kisses her. Her reaction is the best. She's wearing jeans and Converse and just a regular cute little tee, but the way that he's positioned over her, her feet are over the armrest, and he's on the actual seat side of it, and her little feet just kind of move up in the cutest little way. You know, she kind of pushes him off, and then he says, I'm sorry, and she kind of takes off. It's when Chiang and Shiwoo kind of start their little rivalry, when he doesn't really consider it a rivalry, Chiang does. I remember watching that episode over and over again just so I could see her reaction to the kiss. It's so cute. So that's it for this drama, guys. If you agree with me, disagree with me, let me know down in the comments below. If you want to watch the dramas first and then drop me a line, that's even better. If you want to watch the dramas and you don't know where, I watch Hulu on my computer. I watch Hulu Plus on my Xbox, on my phone. I watch Drama Fever on my computer, my phone. I very recently started using Viki. However, some of the dramas I cannot find on Drama Fever, and some of them I cannot find on Viki. so I use drama.net. Now the only problem with drama.net is each episode, especially the ones that are out an hour long, come in 4 parts and you have to hit play after each part. The other thing is that on the sides of the screen there are advertisements, and sometimes they are a little bit kind of risque and racy. They've been pretty good lately, but sometimes they are. If you're going to watch this whole thing on full screen view, it doesn't matter until you actually have to push play. But, you know, right now they've been pretty good. I don't know if that's an issue for you or not. If you'd like to subscribe, it's going to be down in this corner right here. If you want to check out the rest of my playlist, it's going to be in this corner up here. Have a great day. I love you, my drama tears. I will see you guys later.